If you've checked out our Economy Invitational video, you'll know that we tested not only the fuel efficiency of 5 popular vehicles against their manufacturers' claims, but also 3 very different driving styles. Each of our road testers was allocated a different driving style in completing the Economy Invitational, ranging from the most frugal hypermiling style to driving with only a slight view towards fuel economy to, well, no care for economy whatsoever. The idea was to see if driving style really mattered and to see which one of our road testers would come closest to matching the claims of the vehicle manufacturer.
Instead of picking the 5 most economical vehicles from each manufacturer, we've decided to take the 5 most researched vehicles from the car sales network.
On test are the Ford Falcon XR8, Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, Kia Sorento Platinum, Mazda CX-5 Max Sport, and Nissan X-Trail STL. Each will drive an identical course 3 times, the tank filled and the consumption calculated at the end of each run. To make sure the test is conducted in the fairest manner possible, we'll be using a third-party industry specialist to conduct all refuelling and measurement. Our technician will also keep an eye on tyre pressures and course times to ensure drivers are adhering to the rules.
Well, as we mentioned in the intro video, we're not only pitting the cars against their ADR figures, but we're also pitting the drivers against one another. Now, we've all elected to drive in a different driving style. Greg's going to drive normally, just as you and I would, jump in the car every day, not going to change a thing. I'm going to drive in a slightly more economical style. I'm not going to accelerate hard up to the speed limit, but I'm still going to leave it in drive, and I'm going to drive with the climate control on. Whereas Adam's elected to use a couple of little hypermiling techniques to try and save fuel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see if that does make any difference at all in the real world. And so far, I can tell you that it does, but I'm not going to tell you who's winning.
So our 3 drivers remained unaware of their results. Our technician kept secret the results of the exercise until the end of the trial. By the end of day 1, however, it was already evident that driving style was playing an important role in trimming fuel use.
I've got the easy brief of the 3 drivers on the Invitational. I've been asked to drive normally. The odd thing there is driving normally, you don't think about it, and I've had to consciously think, what is normal? What do I do? And it's changed the way I've been driving the cars to some extent, because you think, what would I normally do on this hill? It's a really different mindset to watch yourself drive normally. So while I thought it was the easy brief, it wasn't as easy as I first thought.
From Greg's Cavalier style, we check in on senior road tester Adam Davis. Adam has been tasked with driving as economically as possible. It's a style that achieves results, but turned out not to be very practical in day-to-day driving.
Being tasked with driving as economically as possible, I've employed a couple of hypermiling techniques to help us on our way. The climate control's off and the windows are up, so it's pretty hot in here. I'm manually shifting the Falcon, but it won't let me into 6th gear until about 72 kilometres an hour. Another alternative for us to use is to freewheel or put it into neutral where possible down the hills. In doing that, it is actually saving quite a lot of petrol.
Comparing the driving styles employed, it's probably no surprise that Adam took first place with his hypermiling techniques. Matt came in second with an economic style, and Greg came last with no consideration given to economical driving. It's an obvious outcome, but one we should add does not accurately reflect what's possible in the real world. In short, hypermiling can be dangerous. Your focus is drawn away from your surroundings to inside of the car. It also makes the drive more uncomfortable, and considering the modest gains to be made, we believe you're better off adopting a style that's more akin to that demonstrated by Matt. Driving with a view to economy, accelerating more slowly to the speed limit, and being consistent in your approach to maintaining a steady pace showed results that would certainly save you a few dollars each time you fill up. Combine that difference over the course of a year, and it's obvious that driving with a view to saving fuel saves lots of dollars and makes a lot of sense.